俺が綺麗どうもそして僕を見て頑張りますあのね Y'all talking time just tick away You ain't clocking hours on the day All that watch is stopping what you claim Dollar crosses real got me name Hoping God just get me out this game.
This is my second part to the Teo Rakan spotlight video that I did after, I think maybe after I finished Frozen Tears, and I somewhat want to apologize because I don't think anyone has a problem with the video, but someone did comment that it was probably premature for me to make a video about a character. I think at that time I still hadn't really gotten acclimated with how good of a writer Currygom was, and I didn't think Teo really had anything to offer in that sense, even after being revived with Hotni Vishnu. I didn't realize how good she was at just continuing to build on the characters that are already like an 8 out of 10. Like, they're already phenomenal. And she could take a 10 out of 10 character and limit break them to 12 out of 10. I truly feel Brilith was a 10 out of 10 character, and now she's like a 12 to me. I'm not kidding. It's not a joke. Limit break. So with Teo, learning about the Hotni Vishnu and her and Heidi, the souls are different. It's not just a power, and people arguing about the power. Is the soul just a power source? What really matters? That was super dope and mad intriguing because Teo came with the short hair talking about she's in trust the same anymore. That's probably the soul itself being like, no, I'm not built the same way as the quote unquote old Teo. She was dual wielding, looking sick. And then struggling with the fact that her and Heidi had that conversation and like a reflection about the truth behind the souls being different that come back from Hotni Vishnu and the do not resurrect list and whatnot. So I really thought that was all really cool. I do wish that I waited, but it is what it is. But I'll just talk about it, and it just probably won't be very long, but I'll just talk about it real quick. I flip-flopped on Teo a lot because for me, if you ask me, hey, soul in the body, if you put a different soul in different body at the same person, to me it's no. I don't believe that. Kubera will give us their kind of version of that answer because some gods just like, it's just like a battery, you just throw a soul in the body and it reanimates, and then they live out the bodily memories of that person and stuff because it's ingrained into their brain and maybe their cells and DNA and stuff. Because you even saw with Brilith being that very old ancient human soul and whatnot, how much this Brilith ruin cares about Agni and stuff, and sometimes she's like her whole body and being is like, I love this man. So that's what that is. But yeah, I flip-flop on her because to me, I'm like, well, my Teo was dead, so like this is not the same character to me. So I'm like, you're out of the top 5, but I have to, slide her back to the top 5 real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my goal. Like, not my goal, but one of my goals. She's probably my top 6, probably around 6. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of come and correct. I don't know if it's correct, but at least add on to it just so that that like I'm aware that like I probably made that video way too early. She just kind of came in and stole my heart, and then boom, rape her in the neck. I'm like, son, why? Why me? Why do I have to suffer this tragedy? Like, she came in with so much spunk and everything. Like, I just really liked the character a lot, so it just hurt my feelings. But I'll probably add this as like a little add-on to that video in the sense that like I have a card there and a card here to send you back if you didn't see the first part. But I just kind of wanted to come and tell you, like, I know, like, next time I will. I was too excited. I was so mad that she was gone. I just had to talk about it. But yeah, I should have waited. But anyways, Teo's still a great character. Very interested in seeing how she's gonna move now, having a 7-year gap in an older body. Because if I remember correctly, she's a pure blood. If I remember correctly. If I'm wrong, I'll correct it here with a thing. So like she's older and stuff, and it's like now I have a 7-year gap. Let's see what happens, and then let's see how. I wonder if she is the kind of final key. Like, if you ask me, hey, what is Teo's main purpose and thematic role moving forward? I think her and Heidi have to reconcile to some degree. Don't know if between her, Heidi, and Claude, they can somehow get back Heidi's original soul. But to me, more importantly, because of the relationship and the dynamic that she has with Gandhavra, I would argue that maybe she's one of the major keys to getting him to properly change and stop being the worst nigga ever. I can't stand him. I cannot. You guys know him and Lorraine. I can't stand them. So, yeah, I do think that she will play a very big role in that. I almost want to state that it's possible that they could fall in love or, you ship them, whatever. It could happen. Now, Teo deserves better than that bum-ass nigga, but we will see what happens in that sense. But yeah, Teo's still a great character. She's probably still one of my favorites. I like a lot of the priestess, all the priest. I do wish I kind of saw her and Kaz interact a bit more. I'm hoping to see that. But yeah, moving forward, I think she'll play a big role in Gunhavra. You know, because remember Agni, and we need him, Gandhi, for the best possible future. Even though all he does is mess up. Anyways, thank you for listening.
In my drugs, pour it in my cup, sitting in my darkness with my ghouls, we pouring up. I don't really give a fuck, I don't really have a say. You tell me that I suck, I tell you get up out my face. You got tears in your eyes, looking like a fool.